Hello and welcome. We are glad to see you once more. This, of course, is a Rolling Nomads production. We are the Rolling Nomads, and this is Season 2, Episode 2 of Book of Saints. I have no announcements, and I have no reason to delay, save for the single announcement that we will be missing our TREY ESBRICK today. We will likely see them again by next session. But with that out of the way, let's go ahead and meet the rest of our K-Knights, shall we?
You know me, I'm Isaiah. I play Alejandro. Just a young Tremere trying to get down.
Jason Dorn. It is always good to be here. Always good to see everyone. And always good to see exactly how things go.
Victor BELLSHANE here, hoping to begin anew our war.
The war does indeed rage on. Our saints have been gone for some time and eager to see the efforts that have been made and the progress that has come through Mexico City. So with that being said, let's jump into tonight's episode of Book of Saints. This is normally where I would ask one of you for a recap of the last session. Is one of you ready and willing?
I do remember what happened. I have notes actually. Most of them focus on me, but so from what I remember, we started off with Alejandro going through his ritual where he mistook the red-haired witch for Lilith. I was then pulled out of that ritual. We proceeded into Alejandro studying the runes on his body, while I believe Trey went out to hunt with Mashenka or something. And then we got, what's his name, Felix, and he came with his Thanksgiving plans for us to go to that one family's house and watch them eat. And I think that's where we ended the night, just feasting on them, unless I'm mistaken.
Excellent. So, with our heroes, our K-Knights, our pack, united, and with a new member, this is where we will begin night session. Several nights have passed. Just a few. And tonight is a new night. And on this night, our K-Knights rise. Gentlemen, I'm going to need some rouse checks.
Heard. Here.
Success.
Failure.
Success.
Understood. So, Jason, you rise hungrier. The rest of you remain at the hunger we previously saw you in, be it 1 or 0. The night is yours. Trey, for the past few nights, has been combing over the symbols left on your body, Alejandro, after annotating them into a separate journal or separate book. Not only is he interested in the rituals, the thaumaturgy that it might unlock for you, but also the meaning, the origin, the visions you all experienced during your trials. All meant something, all related, and much more than mere visions, mere hallucinations. So Trey is interested in what yours could mean. For this reason, he will be remaining in his room, combing over information. But the three of you may begin your night as you please. Who would like to go first?
I will head downstairs from my room after popping in on Derek. How are you, Derek?
I'm alive. I'm alive.
Okay then.
Was I expected to be like anything else, or what? Is it
Just
flu
wanted to
season?
check in
Or
after our Thanksgiving. Make sure you were okay.
what you guys do is what you guys do. I don't give a shit. I was just there.
It was fun and you know it.
It was
And then
alright.
I'm just gonna walk downstairs.
You do this.
Wait for the others.
Well, I guess this comes up to me next. And well, I get up, slowly stretching, chin my muscles out, look outside the window. Oh, probably check my gun first, actually. Make sure I'm all equipped. And then just start patrolling around the house. Probably gonna pass by good old Victor, give him a wave as I continue checking around the house, make sure nobody broke in or nobody left anything around.
Give me a wits and awareness roll, Jason.
Yes, sir.
We'll get back to that very shortly. Hold on to that number whenever you have it. Alejandro.
I would like to say RIP West and East, but Alejandro completely took over that basement area West had, and it's turned into like a little library thing. He rises there. First thing he does is a quick thaumaturgical check on himself, just to make sure everything is running smooth. Yeah. And then after he makes sure like he roused successfully, no hunger, no issues with his wards being messed with, he just make his way to speak with Victor about what's the plans for the night. He spent the last few nights same as TREY studying runes, but more so in preparation for Victor's plans of war.
Understood.
Hello, Victor.
With that said, before you two begin, Jason, do you have the results of that roll?
5 successes.
5 successes. No one appears to have tried to break in or force their way into your home. You notice that the track marks of the being known as Chewy circle the house as well. Other than that, nothing out of the ordinary.
At least he doesn't poop around here. God, that must be foul. I'm gonna head over to the living room to go meet the rest of the guys.
That you're all united. Scene is yours, gentlemen.
Well, good morning and good night, all of you lovely, lovely gay knights.
Evening.
Hello, gentlemen. Is everything in order?
Around the house, everything's perfectly in order.
My wards are undisturbed, and I've been hard at work studying the runes.
Anything good?
Nothing to report yet, but I'm breaking on understanding the meaning behind them. I know some components, but not everything.
Interesting.
It should take a little bit to figure things out. Can't expect these things to come quickly now.
I mean, I don't mean to be arrogant, but I'm good at my craft. It's the reason I was turned.
Expect
Okay,
less
then.
of you.
I'm gonna go check on Monique. I'll be right back.
Understood.
I've taken my phone and double check if anybody, well, any of mine have sent a message about anything that I might need to know about.
Nothing out of the ordinary. And by that I mean it's not peaceful. It's not that the Camarilla is not attacking. It's just that it's normal. This is your new normal. There is a list of reports of suspected attacks, confirmed infiltrations and attacks. It's compiled information. It's not a peaceful night. It's just normal.
Could be worse.
Victor, you were going to check on Monique.
Yes. I'm gonna walk over to her room, knock on the door.
You do this? There is a quick reply comes. In the form of the door swinging open. She's put together. Doesn't seem to be alarmed or anything. She looks at you and says, "Good evening."
Good evening.
Everything all right?
That's what I came to ask you. I just wanted to make sure.
I'm good. Just was on my way to meet with all of you and see if there's anything planned for the evening.
Everybody but Trey is down there.
Still poring over his notes.
That's what I'm thinking. I was going to go to him next and make sure he's good. The others are down there already.
I'm sure he's fine. Just needs time to stew.
While we have this moment in private, are you okay with how things have been going? The decisions I've made?
Are you asking for counsel?
Counsel and your personal feelings. I know you were a bit, we'll say, aggravated with the new initiate.
Not aggravated, just... I don't think that offering a place in this house to every Canite that claims to be Sabat, performing the ritual over and over and over again, will be helpful to our endeavors.
I agree. He is the last.
That's all. It's the only... I wouldn't even call it a gripe.
And what do you think of him so far? You thought enough to allow me to do it without voicing opinion.
I think he's capable. I think he's young. And I think he doesn't really... I don't think I really have a full beat on him yet, which is unnerving. So, the fact that I can't get a full read on him is frustrating. So you can see how I'm recognizing my own bias here.
I understand.
With the
Thank you.
Valdery taking place, hopefully that changes soon, and I can relax.
Excellent. I don't know if relax is the right word with everything going on, though.
Fair.
I'll see you downstairs, unless you want to come with me to check on Trey.
Nah, I think he needs the space. So, better, I mean, it's your choice.
It is your child, or if you feel I should leave him to his doings, then I will respect that.
It's up to you. And they just think he's pouring over new information. He's taking the role as priest very seriously.
It's good. It's definitely what we want. With that, I'll start to head back downstairs then.
You do this. Monique following behind you. While that conversation was going on that left Jason and Alejandro alone, is there anything you discussed, gentlemen?
Alejandro,
Yes.
what led you here? Like, what really led you here?
Led me to Mexico, to the house, to you guys.
To us. Very specifically us.
Well, I've never particularly been a friend of the Camarilla. I was there because that's where I was embraced. The Tremere were in the pyramid at the time. So once that fell and my sire died, I headed back home. I'm from here, and I wouldn't say I'm just following the tide, but I wish to remain in my home. And if that means to fall under Ken, then so be it. But I will not run from this duty. I've committed myself to this, and so I'm here to stay until I meet my final death.
Impressive ideals. I respect that. I'll be honest, I don't know you too well. You don't know us too well. I know that there's some people that are still unsure about you, me included. We've had others that were part of us, others that are now gone. So you better make sure you stay alive. And you
I'll
better
do my best.
Make sure you try to keep us alive too.
You have my word. I've already warded the house.
Of course. I'll trust you, man. Trust you.
To
And
this
not you.
point, Victor would rejoin the two of you with Monique.
Hello again.
Hello, Victor. Monique.
Monique gives a nod.
So then, It seems like we're all here. Ready
Yes,
and dispensable.
what's the plans for the evening?
None of you have any plans. My greatest desire right now is to find out more information on this Fernando Villarreal. Him being former Sabat turned traitor bothers me.
Trey is locked in his room, combing over what was left on your body. So, with us not being at full capacity, don't think a full assault or I think Recon's the name of the game. Let's avoid Camaria. Let's avoid the sheriff and his dogs.
I would agree.
So would I.
Alright, seems like we're all in agreement then. Reconnaissance, figure out where he sleeps at night. Well, sleeps at day.
I doubt we're going to get that close.
As close
If
as
we
we can.
do, he's a fool.
Let's hope he is then.
How should we start? Nos?
I'm thinking I really don't want to owe the NOS more than we need to. So I'm thinking a two-pronged approach. I have Derek try to look into what he can on his end with tech. To the NOS. See what they're willing and what their price is.
What's the second prong? Just the Nos?
Derek is the second prong. If he finds him or anything, it would be scouting from a distance.
I'll put a word out to my boys. See if any of them hear anything about a guy going by that name.
If Derek's gonna work on that, then we are headed to the Nos tonight, then. No? Or should we give him time? What about Felix?
That is another.
The
What else
wandering
was-
armadillo.
Let's leave Derek out of this for now. Because without him having a specific place to start searching, it's going to take forever. Need a
Alright.
general area first.
That's fair. I'm gonna send
So
a
let's
message.
See what Felix knows, and then we'll head to the NOS.
Jason, what does your message entail, and to whom is it sent?
Send a message to each of my ghouls, each of my lieutenants that are currently in the gangs, asking for information dealing with this Fernando Villarreal. It says to not ask too openly. Just check what the guys in the group know. See if anybody's been approached by any sort of dealings. And to not approach them if there is any sort of word about them. Just send the information back to me.
Do we have any information on where this hound patrols?
He's quick, he's quiet. I've been dealing with the Nos trying to keep an eye on him, but It's fucking Asimite, so that's a problem. So trying to get a visual, hear him coming, is difficult even for them.
We could set a trap, but it would take some time for me to gather what I need.
We know
What do you
anything
need?
about his.
I'll have to check my rituals, but I'm sure I have something capable of binding him. We just need bait and to figure out an area he patrols in. And some ghouls to set it up in the day.
I'm
To
fine
be
with gathering
extra
materials.
cautious.
Go on.
We'll have to be extra cautious even setting it up during the day, because you can believe they have their own ghouls that probably watch the same areas during the day.
True.
So a little bit out of the way then. Then we just need to track him, figure out what his targets usually are.
The camera fully focused on us? Are there anarchs we can maybe manipulate or pin something on?
Haven't heard anything on anarchs in this area in a while. Pretty sure it's just us and them. Anybody else is laying low.
Unfortunate. Could have used that to our advantage.
Wasn't there a smaller gang that was once around here? I don't know if they're still alive. We accidentally took them out. That band during when it's about 9 months ago. I remember we were shooting at them. They're shooting at us back when the camera first car bombed us.
The Warriors?
Warriors.
That's their name.
Could see about trying to. Now, I'm not saying it's a good thing to use our fellow Canaanites in such a way, but I'm sure that they could pull up a little bit of a fuss if a little bit
Pick up
heat
a
gets struck with
distraction
them.
without
Exactly.
letting them die, because they are siding with us for now.
Yeah. If they pick up a little bit of heat, we have a trap near them. They lead the guy. We jump in as support.
A bit garish, but it works.
Well, first let's contact Felix, see what he knows. Then we'll head to the NOS. That way we make sure we're setting our bait in the right area.
Understood.
Understood. So,
Do we know what he looks like?
Fernando Villarreal is very
I
difficult
doubt
to
he's been
maybe,
photographed, yeah.
yeah, very difficult to get a beat on. As of right now, given the time skip, I would think that the knowledge that you guys have is that there is no photo of him ready and available. It would take some digging from Derek, perhaps. Yeah, he's very difficult to catch.
If we're able to photograph Fernando at all, it won't help with the trapping, but I will be able to track him. I just need to have a clear picture of his face. I need to know what he looks like.
You all. So let me make this clear. Let me get this correctly. Your intention is to head to Felix first.
I believe so, yes.
Understood. So, with that being said, haven't had to do this in a long time. But Alejandro, you are Tremere. Your rituals must be prepared nightly, or those that stick past one night must be prepared in advance. And some rolls must be made for these rituals. Is there anything you'd like to prepare before leaving?
Yeah, that's what I was checking right now, my ritual list. Can I... We may not need this, actually. Just in case, I'll prepare... Let's see. The Clinging of the Insect, Firewalker, and Gentle Mind.
What are the levels of the rituals? I know the Clinging of the Insect is level 1.
Yeah, and Firewalker's 3, and so is Gentle Mind.
Understood. Two level 3s and a level 1 ritual. With that, rolls must be made, Alejandro. So with blood sorcery, do you have the list of ingredients?
For Firewalker, I believe I need to rip out my own fingernails. Let me check Gentle Mind.
So long as it's not anything too exotic, you should be just fine.
I believe most of it's just ripping off my own body parts.
I love that for you. So let's start with Clinging of the Insect. It's a level 1 ritual. You need a, first off, a rouse check.
Yep.
As you... It says blood sorcery, there's a reason for the name.
Failed.
Hunger rises. Alejandro, we didn't get into this. Well, what is your hunger currently sitting at?
Oh, it was at 0 because I killed that person after the ritual when we feasted the families.
Your hunger rises to 1. Next, we need an intelligence and blood sorcery check. As you properly go through the motions of filling a vial of your own blood, crushing the spider into it, mixing the bits.
And I just say that Victor is watching this very intensely.
8 successes with a critical.
8
Also, for
successes
Gentle
with
Mind, I
critical.
just need the blood of the other person.
Understood. 8 successes. So, for Victor, Jason, if you're present as well, wishing to view this, Alejandro, your sire would have let you know before his passing that blood sorcery is a closely guarded secret. So, but he's gone now, and now you're Sabat, so how you feel about this is entirely up to you. But Jason, Victor, even your history, Victor, with Tremere, Celine never performed rituals in front of you. On a very rare occasion, it was hushed in a corner. It was a very private affair. This is a new thing for the two of you. So you watch Alejandro fill a vial of his own blood, take a spider that he had kept for this very purpose, perhaps, and crush the bits, mixing it into the blood itself, and then down in the concoction. Alejandro, you know the ritual was successful. You feel it in your very vitae. What is next?
Gentle mind. I look at Victor and Jason and I go, in order to protect us against frenzy, in case of possible danger tonight, I will need a small sample of your vitae.
This was always warned against being done, Jason. Malkada warned you. Give Tremere your blood, and you will be not more than a dog on a chain. But the Valkyrie calms you. Your choices are your own. Do you to provide this component?
Question. So, we did our big ritual, but our Voldery, we had already done that, I'm sure, prior to, right? He was already bloodbound and everything.
Yeah.
So doesn't all of our blood course through all of our veins?
Yes. For the purposes of this ritual, it will not work that way.
Okay,
Hey,
I
listen,
was
bro,
just
don't think I'm a
curious.
magic
I was
user,
like,
man. Just tell us.
he's already got all of our blood.
You
What does he need it
tried.
for?
This is a part of the ritual, dude. Let me have this. It's a whole process.
And as a logistical note, to say that it courses through your veins is incredibly wrong.
Yeah, it's like 2% of my vitae is yours, bro. Calm down.
Yeah, not only that, like, your blood doesn't course.
Yeah, no.
We have to push that bitch. It's sludge.
We make it course.
Oil from a 20-year-old car.
Oh,
So Victor, you said you would. Jason, I need an answer from you, please.
this blood, once given, will it remain?
No.
I pull up my dagger and cut my hand for you.
Blood freely given from both of your companions. Take some narrative control, Alejandro. What comes next?
Oh, yes. Bro raised his hand.
What's up, Victor?
You said both. Is Monique withholding?
Do you wish to take Monique's blood, Alejandro?
Yeah, I take Monique's blood if she's coming out with us, yeah. I can't cast it on myself. It's only on that. Can I give blood to myself? So.
She offers hers, but you know how she feels. The three of you. She's uncomfortable with this. She's initially very put off to this idea. It might be the only thing that might be pushing her to do this could be the Voldery.
If you
I
don't
gather-
want to, you do not need to. It is a choice, and you are free to make it yourself.
For a pack. And she cuts her hand and gives blood freely, Alejandro.
Night. I collect it all to a small silver bowl. I begin chanting a quick Latin phrase as I mix it together. And then I dip my fingers in it and spread it on each of them. just right on their. I asked them all to move their shirt a little, and I spread it on their chests. And once again, another Latin phrase. And it's done.
Question logistics wise, Alejandro. Does this
Yep.
ritual require it done 3 separate times because there are these 3 separate targets?
It does not say, but I assume so. It doesn't say it on a group, so I'm probably rolling multiple times.
Excellent. So, how many times is this ritual done? For the 4 of you? The 3 of you plus Monique?
3. Oh yeah, 4. No, 3, because I can't do it on myself.
Understood.
It has to be the
So-
blood of another.
As another logistics note, this will take 5 minutes per level to cast. This is a level 3 ritual. This will take 15 minutes per individual. It's 45 minutes plus the 5 minutes that it took you to cast Clinging of the Insect. Is everyone fine with that? That is 50 minutes of your time taken.
Quick hour ritual chant, man. It's gotta be.
We would have sent a text to
Felix?
Bro, forgot his name.
Felix,
That person.
and he is usually very slow to fucking respond, so I'm sure it's fine.
Understood.
Okay. Yeah, he'll say he'll be here in an hour. He'll be here in 2.
So,
Oh, and then Firewalker I can do in a group, but I have to remove a fingernail for every person involved.
excellent. Alejandro, several ritual rolls need to be made. An intelligence and blood sorcery test.
Which is a bunch of blood. Let's see.
So let's take care of. Let's do this in order. Let's call this one Jason's first.
All right, Jason's first.
Do you need my nail or your own?
Now this is my own. 3 successes on that one for Jason.
Do you have any willpower to reroll? Your difficulty is 4.
Sure, I will use that. 7 successes. The crit.
7 successes. I also need a rouse check from you, please.
Success.
Success. Remain at 1 hunger. And Jason, your mind feels fortified. Your beast is a bit quieter.
Oh, that's nice. That's very nice.
Up next, Victor. So, Alejandro, before we begin the ritual roll, a rouse check.
Success.
Remain at 1 hunger. Ritual roll, please. Your difficulty is 4. Intelligence plus blood sorcery.
6 successes with the critical.
Excellent. Victor, the beast, grows quiet. Her voice is almost not present.
This feels extremely weird.
Another Alejandro rouse check.
Failure.
Hunger rises to 2. Don't forget to add that into your blood die. For your next ritual roll, intelligence and blood sorcery, please.
Six successes with the critical.
Monique simply closes her eyes. Nothing else. Victor, well, again, the 3 of you would feel that she's uncomfortable. Alejandro, 45 minutes later, your companions are fortified. You have one more ritual you'd like to do.
Yeah, Firewalker.
Detail it, please.
A pamper ritual to perform. I have to make resolve, stamina plus resolve checks to cut off each fingertip. And And then I have to win a ritual roll to consume the fingertip in a bluish flame that guarantees a resistance to fire damage, cutting it in half for the remainder of the night.
Yeah, let me make this clear, because it was said earlier, fingernail. It is fingertip.
Yeah, I just reread it. Yeah, it's fingertips. That's why it's
Yeah.
a check. Cutting off my fingertips. So we're gonna go left hand, not dominant.
So,
You just over there regrowing body parts like a lizard.
Yeah, I just hold out. I just go to like the counter of the kitchen, hold out 3 fingers, just.
so firstly, I would
Oh,
like
it's okay.
a rouse check
Rouse.
from you, Alejandro. Get to you, Victor.
Success.
Success, you remain at 2 hunger. Victor, you have something?
As soon as he says fingertip, are you telling us what you're about to do?
No, I just say give me a second. Like just completely nonchalant about it.
Because I'd know this is taking a lot out of him, obviously. Let's keep this one to just you.
It's up to you, Alejandro. You're faring better than most, honestly. So it's entirely up to you if you want to push these boundaries, and of course, if your companions are willing.
I will go for the first 2 and see how I feel.
Excellent. So let's take care of you first. You have your rouse check. You're remaining at 2 hunger.
Mhm.
Secondly, before we make the ritual roll, I would like you to make your stamina plus resolve test. The difficulty is 3.
My pool is. Or actually, no, 6. I forgot I have hunger die. Three successes.
3 successes. You sever your fingertip. Which finger, Alejandro?
Pinky, left pinky.
Left pinky. Let's have the ritual roll. Intelligence and blood sorcery. As you mix this in with a bowl of your vitae. A simple bowl.
I'm gonna have to burn another willpower, which puts me down to 3. 6 successes.
6 successes. You all watch as he takes a match and ignites the vitae, chanting something. The flame changes to blue and quickly consumes the vitae in the fingertip.
I'll do that first one for me. And then, shall I make another rouse?
If you have a willing companion, if any of you wish to partake in the ritual, the fingertip must come from Alejandro.
Yeah, you guys are safe. This is me. Jason, you want a little bit of fire protection?
I go for it. I
Let's
move
do it.
up.
Success on the rouse.
Success on the rouse check.
Now let's see. Stamina plus resolve. 3 successes. Did it again. It's on the edge every time.
You sever another finger.
Sorcery roll. 6 successes.
6 successes. Remind me again who this is for.
Jason.
Jason. So, Jason, I would like you to make a rouse check, please. This is, as you do this, reading through the ritual, it says that you may perform this on another individual. The fingertip must come from you. However, blood sorcery, reading into this, I don't see what the sacrifice or the cost is for the person having this cast on them. But Jason, I'd like you to symbolize your contribution of the blood and having this ritual performed. It's blood sorcery. Your blood would likely be needed. I'll look into this after the game. But this is, for the time being, we're going to say you need to put some vitae in, at least a rouse check's worth.
Of course. Does it go towards the rouse check I just made, or?
This is the rouse check I just asked you to make, yes.
Success. And
Yes.
and for it, seeing that I need to make a sacrifice of blood once more for this, I will once again pull a blade from my side, and I'll do this time. I still use my left hand. I'll probably just cut the back of my arm to let it bleed out.
Understood. It's done. How do you feel, Alejandro?
I'm chill. I offer it to Monique too. I go. I'm not tired out yet. If you would also like protection from the flames.
Take care of Victor first.
What was that?
Take care of Victor first.
Victor.
I would rather not burn you out at the beginning of the night. I'm fine. Appreciate the offer, though.
And it is your choice.
Then Monique will take it. So,
Or
a rouse check, Alejandro. You're already missing 2 fingertips.
casual day for me. Failure.
Bringing you to hunger 3, correct?
Yep, hunger 3.
The beast is stirring, Alejandro.
It's good to stay on the edge.
Crawling from the pit of your stomach into your throat, whispering in your ear. Let's have that stamina and resolve test to see if you can relinquish yet another tip of the digit.
Okay.
Monique's rouse check is a failure, for your knowledge.
Generator use a willpower. Did not help. 2 successes.
2 successes.
Yeah.
The vitae in the bowl is a blend of yours and Monique's, and as the flame catches, it seems to reject the vitae. At the center, it remains untouched. It creates a ring of fire in the bowl. Try as you might to ignite the rest, chanting. It doesn't catch. And then simply extinguishes. You are left with a bowl of almost caramelized blood and the tip of your finger sitting at the very center.
These things happen sometimes. Not every wizard is perfect. I just dispose of the contents. Make it very clear to the others that I have no plans on collecting the vitae that remains.
Understood. Into the garbage disposal it goes. What are all left from your left hand, Alejandro?
Left pinky, right pinky, left ring finger.
Understood. After an hour and 35 minutes of preparation of rituals and such, what you've accomplished here is fortification for your entire pack, save for Trey, who is, of course, researching.
And Victor, who opted out of fire protection.
And Victor, who is apparently cool with fire. You're ready. we'll take a brief 5 minutes of tech and bio, and we'll rejoin you as you make your way to Felix's. We will see you all very, very soon. Stay tuned. I keep forgetting to set up the fade for this. Welcome back.
Do we just blink in?
We literally just blink in. It's alright. We'll fix it.
I
in
got it.
post-editing.
Hi, guys.
That's God intended. Welcome back to Book of Saints. We last left our Canaanites on their way to Felix's. Gentlemen, it's up to you if there's anything you'd like to discuss. If not, a cut. A simple cut. Is there anything you'd like to discuss along the way?
I'd just like to say that I gotta say bye to my dogs before we leave. My nice, pretty Legolas and Gimli.
Well, I guess, listen, Gimli, if you'd like to describe your newfound Bond family.
Oh, they're Dobermans. Both straight black Dobermans. And they're beautiful. And to us, they're lovable. Fuck everybody else.
Excellent. They bid you farewell. They're not as well trained as Hades. There's a bit more spirit to them. But they serve very well, faithfully. They just seem a little bit more lively. Not as service dog oriented as Hades was. You bid them farewell. And the three of you, well, the four of you really, depart. Is there anything anyone else was to do before leaving or on the way?
Well, as always, I make sure I have my guns on me since I don't trust this city one bit, but that's the normal at this point.
Alejandro asks, Jackie, do you have a spare gun? Actually, I never bothered because magic, but I kind of used up a bit of my steam, so I might need a gun later on.
I do actually. And I reach over, to one of my many my hiding holes as I pull a case out from under my bed and hand you off another handgun. Just a little one for you. Don't worry about it.
You do know how to use that, right? Like, you're not gonna shoot one of us in the foot.
No, yeah, I have firearm training. I was a Boy Scout, so I've shot rifles.
I don't think the Boy Scout
BB rifles, but I feel like it's the same problem. We learned gun safety is my point here. Okay, I'm not gonna.
Don't shoot me. Just don't shoot me. That's all I ask.
Out of character, I got 2 dots of firearms. Leave me alone.
Excellent. Jason, is there anything you wish to accomplish?
Well, I was debating doing a small little summoning, but I figure that can be held off till a later time. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. It's in my car, by the way. I'll drive us.
Understood. You drive. Is there any discussion along the way? If not an issue. With no discussion along the way, you arrive. A simple warehouse, one of Felix's many locations that he goes to ground for the evening. He does text you back about 3 minutes before your arrival, Victor. Says, Cool. I'm home. Give me a few minutes to tidy up. Let me know when you're on your way.
I'll tell Jason to tell him, yeah, we're here now. We gave you an hour, my guy.
Your 1 hour notice is up. We're outside your front door. Open it. Please.
Close enough.
He sends back a gif of a cartoon character frantically cleaning their apartment.
I can't just show the group. I'll just raise above my head, show everyone. Like, he's seeing this. All right, he'll get there.
He opens the door to all of you. Says, welcome. Unexpected, bit quick for my taste, but how you guys doing?
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Please come
Nice
in.
clothes.
Oh, of course. We'll make sure to send our word ahead about a week earlier in advance. Hopefully, 2 hours next time. A minimum.
I mean, just a text saying you're at least on the way. So
I pull up
plan
my
a little
phone.
bit.
I pull up my phone and say, "Hey, we're on the way," and just send it in front of him.
You do this. He invites you inside. You can see inside this sort of empty warehouse. It's not falling apart by any means. There's not rust on the support beams, and the structural integrity of the building is not in question. But it is a bit grungy, a bit dirty. Especially now, you can see that there are glow sticks, spilled drinks with solo cups. There are bits of clothing that are present that have been pushed off to the side. There is a mop filled with water. The bucket is filled with water. At the left center of the room.
Where
He
was
says,
our invite to the party?
oh, it wasn't my party. I woke up to it. So that's fun. Fucking kids, right?
Fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, I
Did you save any
even...
snacks?
Say again?
Did you save any snacks?
There's a couple people still, it's been a couple days. They're probably a little... Yeah, they're fine. How long do people go without food and water?
Uh, not long.
Let me check. I'll be right back. You see him go to an offshoot room, that looks like a padlock on it. He moves a chain, opens it, and says, "You still alive, buddies?" Nah, you're playing dead. He goes inside the room. You can hear like poking. The soft, sort of compact sound of fist meeting flesh, and a grunt, a sort of muffled scream. Yeah, see, you knew you guys were all right. He starts to drag what looks like two individuals out. So these guys are still good. What? What?
Alejandro,
Use your words. Oh,
fix it.
fix what?
I am hungry. I could eat. I mean, if no one else wants them. I don't want to be rude.
They're just a little dry. Like, I think they did a lot of drugs before this, so you know how those affect your hydration. So they're just a little raisiny.
Want to say that 100% in my head, I pictured Alejandro just being like, I mean, I am a little hungry, 3 fingers missing.
Yeah, I mean, I could eat.
Yeah.
Are they just like club goers? Like some.
They look like teenagers. The gentleman They both look very extremely dehydrated. Go ahead and give me a wits and not awareness. We'll call this wits and insight if you want to assess the health and how they're doing, if you care at all. But if not, then I can just give you a description of what they look like.
I don't care about how they're doing, but I would like to know if there's any possibility the drugs remain in their system.
Excellent. You absolutely go ahead and make a wits and insight roll.
I just want to make sure they're of age because prey exclusion.
By all means.
That was wrong. I did that wrong.
3 successes.
3 successes.
There we go. 5 successes.
5 successes. 5 successes. Alejandro, you can tell they are very clearly of age. They look to be likely tourists.
So just like some college kids that came down here for fun.
College kids that came to Mexico City for fun. Yeah, that seems to be the even from the short time that you've known Felix, that seems to be kind of like who he goes after. That's his vibe. As well, Victor, you want to know if the drugs are still in the system. You kind of lean down. The male is, much as Felix said, they're both very dehydrated. The male has a short haircut. He still has what looks like had the older, it's a 90s style hair, more popular in the 90s, I should say. The spiked hair, but you would pinch and pull and have like cone spikes.
Liberty
almost.
spikes?
Yeah, those fucking things. Not exactly fully Liberty spikes. There's a different name for them, but I'm not gonna date myself. It's fine.
He's got the Simpson cut. Gotcha.
The Simpson cut.
That
Jesus.
part Simpson cut.
The hair gel or hair glue that he was using has faded over however long he's been in Felix's care. He's wearing a fishnet shirt that is cut and looks like torn in certain places, as well as bright neon skinny jeans. The woman with him is looks to be about maybe, I would say, sophomore year age in college. Typically if you left right after high school. She is clad in like leathers, or perhaps what's the other material? Not leather pants. It's that fucking awful sweaty. It's that shit that looks like rubber. It doesn't matter. Just wearing those types of pants.
Latex.
Latex. Thank you. I hate it. Wearing latex pants and high boots, as well as a red top, very tight. Also, everything is kind of scarred up and torn and looks as if Felix has been kind of rough with both these individuals, just tossing them if they get caught on a pipe or a stray bit of metal here and there in the warehouse. Doesn't really matter. But yeah, both these college kids seem to be of age and just looks like they're tourists. As far as if drugs are still in their system, unfortunately, see, or perhaps fortunately, depending on how you look at it, they seem to be quite sober and quite afraid.
Hey Felix, you mind if these ones end up fully got, or
I don't give a shit. I was keeping them for later. This happened like 2 nights ago. Yeah, I just came back. Come to think of it, I have some shit. So changing locations every other night is fine and dandy, but I forget people, so I should probably make a pit stop elsewhere tonight. I don't remember if I cleaned up my last sleeping area.
I mean, you let me know if this is a reach. I just want resonance. But can I like, since Alejandro is college age, he was turned in his third year of college, so he full like true age wise he's 27, but he looks 23.
Mm-hmm.
So can I try to like appeal to them and be like, listen, I'm not with fucking Voldemort over there. Like, I want to help you and give them some water to hydrate them, and then see if it'll help give them resonance for when I actually slaughter them. This is all just for extra dice the blood sorcery. That's all this is for.
Do you have anything that might be able to sense resonance?
No. No. This is just me saying, fuck it, let me try.
Cool. You can absolutely try to like. You can try to lie by all means. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I just want to say gaslight them.
Yeah, gaslight away, my friend. Let's call this manipulation subterfuge.
Alright, I'm gonna blood surge then. Failure. Sucks. Hunger increased. Doesn't matter. They're dying.
What was the result?
God damn it, I forgot to switch. 3-2-3.
Rough. So no botches or no messy or no bestial failures though.
No.
Excellent.
And then manipulation plus subterfuge.
Yes, please.
I have like die pool of 2.
Sorry. Go on. Continue, please.
Failure. 3-4. Nothing.
Failure. 3 and a 4. So, but no bestial. You do this. You can see that they are tired. They are bound and gagged, and it looks like have been here for a number of days. So the fear, the adrenaline that was fueling them, the amount of attempts at escape that have probably taken place, and since their capture, since their binding, that adrenaline, that fear has probably quickly faded. The feeling of hopelessness is probably present at this point, but you can see that their pleading eyes look up to you. They don't believe you, but without words, they're begging for mercy.
Roger just gives us a frown and is like, no, sorry, just trying to be sweet, and feeds.
You feed. You drink, Alejandro. You feel their fear, their hopelessness. How much do you take?
I kill the first one, and the second one I'll just drain them until they're almost dead.
You drink deeply. Who is
I
left
kill the girl with the
remaining?
latex pants.
Fair, this isn't the 90s. You do this. You take on a melancholic resonance, Alejandro. The feeling of hopelessness and fear and depression was deep, deep in the core of this individual. You pass the remaining, the rest of the groups. Felix says, cool, feel free to, again, make yourselves at home.
Appreciate the snag. Thanks, man.
Happy to oblige.
I was trying to be nice before I killed them, like, just because I'm a bad guy doesn't mean I'm a bad guy. But didn't work.
I mean, you said I'm not with Voldemort here.
Yeah, I was just trying to,
Like,
maybe give them some hope right before I,
You
cut
showed
the cord.
up with Voldemort?
Listen, man, sometimes you gotta... I'll work on it. I'll take this. Honestly, I appreciate it.
It's a shitty lie, but you tried, I guess.
Yeah, I'll take this. Thanks. I start to heal my fingertips now.
I get flashbacks to when I was young, asking random people for blood on the street for drug tests.
Uh,
I love that.
to answer your question, Alejandro, yes, you absolutely may. The damage done to your fingers is not enough to warrant even superficial damage, but before your eyes, you see Alejandro's fingertips regrow.
I'm good.
No surge needed, because it's not actual damage in the ritual. There's no need to make a roll or anything like that. You're golden.
Cool.
But I do appreciate the narrative of it all, so thank you for that. Victor, Jason, do you drink?
Nah.
As
I
a
also
note,
don't drink.
before, thank you. As a note before I forget, Monique did not come in with you. Just to mention, she is outside keeping a watch.
Always trust in Monique.
So, to what do I owe the pleasure for a visit from the Saints?
We were hoping we could pick your brain a little bit.
Sure, where's Trey?
Researching.
Nerd. What can I do you guys for?
This new hound that the Camaria's gotten.
Mm-hmm.
Have you had any run-ins with him? Know anything about him? That you'd be willing to share?
Well, I'm always happy to share. Let's make that very clear. I'm not a fucking nos. I'm not a...
Fernando Villarreal, if you remember. Name.
He smiles. Villarreal. Yeah. Yeah, I've met him. Long time ago. He hasn't sought me out yet, I don't think. And if he has, then he's a shitty fucking hound.
Yeah,
What do you want to know?
well, he's here now. And we're trying to figure out how much of a threat he is, especially given his background, what little we know.
You said he's hound?
Yeah, where does the dog
Hound
like to roam?
now?
Why not sheriff? You guys looked into that yet?
That's a good question.
We know the sheriff is Lyle Weeks.
So the position was already occupied then. Okay. Yeah.
That's the
I take it he turned traitor a long time ago.
Depends on what you consider a long time ago. When the Banu Hakim first made their way into the Camarilla. Don't get me wrong, I'm not privy to the history of it. I'm not entirely sure why or how. But whenever they first started joining en masse and were welcomed with open arms, they around then is when Fernando swapped sides. So he's been there for a while. Maybe. Again, it depends on your perception of time. He's gonna be a fucking problem.
What I was thinking.
He's old-fashioned, kind of like you. And he was born to be sort of Cain. I briefly knew his sire before he met the final death. Yeah, Fernando's gonna be a problem.
What does this Fernando guy look like?
He's oh man, how do I describe him? He doesn't look like a judge. He doesn't look imposing. But he's got a lot under his belt. He's a sleeper, I guess would be the best way. No, when you see a shitty little jalopy and they challenge you to a street race, and suddenly you're left in the fucking dust. 0 to 60 in
I don't know
2
cars.
seconds max.
Yeah, I
I
get
have
what you're
fucking
saying.
standing.
I understand.
Yeah. He's a shorter dude, dark hair. Wore it in a long ponytail, big braid. Kind of looked, he might be native. Not sure, never really thought to ask. But, he's smaller guy. Very quiet. Kind of unassuming.
Does he prefer a stealthier approach, or is he more upfront and in your face?
No, he's top notch with stealth. He's got. When I knew him, he was probably only gotten worse by now, honestly. If he's backed into a corner, he's gonna cause even more of a problem. You need to take care of it from a distance, or make sure that you have a surefire, foolproof trap. Back into a corner, if given an opportunity, he's dangerous. He's very dangerous. You're not just messing with an Assamite, no child of Hakim. He was Sabat, and he was dedicated. He partook in the Valdery, and he shared with his pack everything he had, and they shared everything with him. Lord only knows what he's got under his belt now.
How well did you know him?
Our packs used to work closely. He was, like I said, he was quiet. So not really well. But I knew of his work on occasion. His pack was, more, quick, surefire, precise. I don't remember what path he walked. But if you just want to know if he's dangerous, the answer is yeah. But I'll give you this: if he gives you his word, it's ironclad. So if you need to meet with him, you can arrange a meeting, negotiate terms, challenge to a formal combat. He'll show up. He's still got that Assamite honor, a sense of duty. In that sense, he's still very much a judge.
I'm very curious as to why he made the switch.
That I couldn't tell you. I was in the middle of my let's call it a depressive episode. Whenever that happened, I think.
Do you know if any of his old pack mates are still alive?
Maybe. Scattered to the wind, probably. Last, might want to check with the Warriors. They've been here the longest, save for you guys. Well, before you guys. Jesus Christ, I forget how new you guys are.
Felix,
What up?
can I ask you a question?
I'm trying to stop myself from being a dick, but go ahead.
How well do you remember Fernando? His face?
Pretty decently, why?
Your clan specializes in illusions, right?
I like him. He's a little dumb. There's a little spark sometimes, yeah. Yeah.
Could you show me his face?
I can try. You, That's weird. I've never had someone consent to this before.
You'd be
Right
doing
on.
me a favor.
Well, yeah, if I'm gonna be doing this, I'm gonna... He points to the still living, I believe. I don't think anybody claimed...
Yeah, no, there's that one dude.
Still sitting in the middle of your conversation. Felix begins to drink. While he feeds, just gives you guys a moment to discuss what you've just heard. If you so choose.
Oh, he's about as big of a pain as I figured he would be.
Question becomes if you think you could take him, boss.
The question becomes, do we go to the Warriors next or to the Nas?
Regardless, we'll soon be able to track him. We just have to be ready for him.
If Felix's memory is very, very accurate.
Let us pray to Cain that it is.
There was one of Felix's old packmates there, wasn't he? He was in the NOS. And if that pack was his pack, then that guy in particular might know some things.
That was the guy we ate.
Oh. Yeah, sorry, they all kind of mixed together. All the different bodies. Did we set fire to this place? Oh.
Yeah. That was
times?
before we had our monomacy, though.
Fine. You know what? We need to... You know what? The cameras still need to pay for that one car bomb.
Felix finishes feeding. Alright. This should be relatively simple. I just need you to, I need you all, if you want to see it, just not fight it.
Sure.
I'm going to consent very unwillingly, but I'm going to consent.
Immediately activates unswayable mind.
Well, that is a
I was-
good question. With this, Alejandro, the ritual you performed, does it automatically take care of anything, or does it just add to a dice pool?
Which ritual?
That
Mental.
Tracking one? Oh no, the gentle mind.
Hmm.
Let me check real quick. It just protects them from frenzy.
Excellent. Then, with no rolls being made to oppose this, it's going to make a quick roll and hope to provide you an image. You will blood search for this. You see Felix lean up against a ratty, torn up couch and begin to whistle. Simple tune. And out from the space where he pulled the victims you have all fed on tonight strolls a shorter gentleman, probably about 5'2". He's got some meat on his bones, wears his hair long and dark, pulled back into a braid, a simple braid that goes down the length of the spine, stopping just above his waist. He wears a black jacket and a simple light gray shirt, as well as looks like just regular darker jeans with a torn left knee, and simple boots, likely adding maybe an inch, maybe an inch and a half onto his height. He is, what looks, judging by the features, looks like of native descent, or a blend of native and Hispanic. His eyes are sharp and dark. He looks serious, but he doesn't look like a threat. He looks, to use the word friendly would be wrong, but he looks like someone you could have a polite conversation with. Looks like
Approachable.
someone you could run into and easily strike up a conversation about the weather and then leave. But he walks out. Strange thing is, there are no footsteps, even in this echoing space. No footsteps. He walks up to all of you. He begins to open his mouth, and it looks like he's trying to speak, but he looks like he's on mute as he explains something. Felix is whistling, but he lets the illusion continue. The scene is yours.
Anjo simply studies the face and grins. I got him.
Felix's whistle ends in a sharp, elongated note, and then the hallucination fades. Quickly, and with no remnant of what you all just saw. Yeah, sorry, I don't remember what he sounded like. I wish I could have provided that too, but that's all I got.
The face is all I need, Felix. Thank you.
Sure thing. You and I,
Yes, traveler?
you're gonna... I like him. Let's keep him.
That was the intention.
Yes, I do plan on staying around.
Well, that was your intention with the fucking Shalamite, too, so...
Thanks for rubbing that one in.
The kid whose basement I took?
That was very helpful. Thank you.
Happy to be of service.
The first part, not the second part.
Yeah, I figured. If there's anything else I can do for you guys, by all means let me know. I've just been whiling away my hours, drinking, fighting.
Speaking of fighting, have you heard anything about any major losses on our side?
I mean, what do you count as major losses? Most of these fucking idiots are fodder at this point, right?
The shovels, yes, obviously, but
I mean, the Warriors are taking hits left and right, so I mean, but they've always done that, so I'm not too concerned. Other than them, you know, the fucking Thin Bloods, they took their major hit and then ran to Cammy Daddy, so.
yeah.
And then you got the Nos under your fucking boot heel, so. As far as I know, kind of at a weird stalemate.
Interesting.
Just probably why Forenza is bringing these fucking folks in.
Yeah, at this rate, we're gonna need to see about taking a few of them out.
Good luck. I think they're adopting my tactics. Multiple havens, alternating throughout the nights. Shit, they might be being moved throughout the day for all I know.
Get themselves in the back of a truck, have a ghoul drive them around, deliver them somewhere.
I'll
If
look
we
into
can't
that.
find them, no. Nowhere to hide if it's all ash.
That is the spirit.
You know, I think New Mexico could deal with a fresh new burn. Shave off a little of the excess.
Keep, check with me before you go burning warehouses. Please.
I'll send a message. I'll send a message at least 3 hours ahead for you.
Appreciate that.
My vote's the Warriors next.
Yeah, if
Maybe
they've been
we
taking
can
this-
provide them some assistance if if they're in the middle of taking a hit now. Have some fun.
Do what you gotta do. Let me know if there's anything else. If there's anything else, by all means, feel free to ask. But I should probably take care of this. He points to the two corpses.
Fair enough. Let us know if you want to come out and join us sometime.
Yeah, for sure. After I do some cleanup around my other havens, then I'll let you know. I gotta get better about people.
Yeah. With that, Victor walks out the door.
Victor, you depart. Jason, Alejandro, is there anything you'd like to say before you leave?
Hey, if they do end up giving you trouble, Felix, give me a call. I got your number. I'll make sure to pick up.
I appreciate that.
Yes. You do us
Yeah.
a favor this way.
For sure. Same goes for you guys. I'll take my fucking phone off silent.
I pull out a random stone from my pocket and give it to Felix, and I go, "Speak my name 3 times when you are in danger, and I will appear."
Give me a manipulation subterfuge roll, please.
Wits
He's
and
gonna be
subterfuge.
Are you?
manipulation.
Manipulation subterfuge, please.
Subterfuge.
He's gonna be so mad if he actually goes to use that shit.
Listen, dude, don't worry about it.
You're about to Beetlejuice this man.
Listen, dude, don't worry about it. I don't have hunger anymore. Okay. 2 successes, dude. Don't worry.
2 successes.
He looks at it and says, picks it up and says, "I'll do that. Thanks." Tucks it into his pocket.
Actually, call me. I'm like that.
No, I'm tracking that.
Yeah, no, like it'll. I mean, I can teleport to you, but it'll take like
Yeah?
45 minutes.
Get the fuck
So-
out.
45 minutes.
Fucking
So,
asshole.
like,
You guys, part.
like to have fun. You know? But being dead doesn't mean you can't smile.
Fair enough.
You guys depart. And with the face fresh in your minds, and a new avenue open to all of you, this is where we'll end tonight's episode of Book of Saints. Thank you so much for playing. And thank you all so much for watching. We'll check in. Does anyone have anything to plug?
Nah. You can find me only here. As soon as this stream ends, I vanish out of existence to a 5th dimensional realm.
Please return the bodies of his loved ones. They've been
They're
taken
gone.
from
They're
their
already in the 6th
graves.
dimension. The boys
Nah, they're taken from their graves. You can't even. They're gone. We can't even give them a proper
properly.
burial.
Isaiah's fine.
So he says.
With that, real quick, no one else has anything to plug, but Victor, you kind of do, if you would like to. What you've organized is something for the community, and our Discord is technically open to the public. So if you want to announce your efforts, by all means. If not, we can move on.
I mean, I can. We don't have any set date or time yet, but we are trying to get a nice big World of Warcraft community together. Right now we're starting at the beginning, creating brand new characters and gonna level them up and just try to have a good time.
Excellent. Yes, I've been suckered back into WoW. So if you're interested in joining the guild that Victor, or rather Warren, has set up, by all means, drop it in the chat. Ask for our Discord from a mod, and we'll get you signed up and linked up, and we can all do some raids together. Even if there is not a set schedule or set time, we can at least get this ball rolling. As well, a lovely community member, Cyrenus, has set up something for Sea of Thieves, so something very similar is happening. So go ahead and ask a mod for the chat, or drop it in the comments if you're seeing this on YouTube, and we'll get you an access to the Discord, and we can start talking about when all this stuff's going to go down. Yeah, we've always been for the community, so we want to make sure that the community's involved in the things that we do, and any space that we can offer you guys to have more access to us than that's the crazy stuff that we do, then we're here for it. With that being said, we jump into the spiel. We of course have been the Rolling Nomads. You can find us right here on twitch.tv/Rolling Nomads, where our episodes and stuff go live. Twitch will see it first always. You can check us out over on YouTube, where the episodes are finally up to date. Book of Saints has been completely uploaded. Season 1 is available now on youtube.com/Rolling Nomads. And that's where you can find all of our previous shows. We premiere these episodes, these up-to-date episodes, 4 days after they go live on Twitch, over on our YouTube at noon. So this episode will go up on next Tuesday at noon, Mountain Standard Time. You can keep up to date with us and all of these things, all these going live announcements, all these YouTube uploads, all these things, cancellations, late starts, all this good stuff, over on Twitter at _Rolling Nomads and Blue Sky at Rolling Nomads. And that's where you'll find all of our announcements, all of our schedule changes, and all that good stuff. As well, we are on Instagram at _rolling nomads and TikTok at _rolling nomads, where you can find some clips and some short little bits and pieces and things, highlights of the episodes and all that good stuff, interesting moments that we find. And if you'd like to contribute that, by all means, some clips from this, clip some stuff on Twitch. We have our social media manager going over our Twitch and checking through clips all the time. So that's us in a handbasket. I've been your storyteller, Gilbert Ramos, found everywhere at Ramos the Nomad, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, Blue Sky, all that stuff. That's us in our basket of hands. We will catch you guys. Yes, hand basket. Gotta subvert expectations.
Love that.
I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys for playing, and thank you all for watching. We will see you guys next time. Same time, same place, same canines. See you soon.